Hi, Attorney Dave Buckley here. If you've seen any of my videos, you've heard me say over and over and over again that if you've been hurt in an accident, you need to get medical treatment as soon as possible, hopefully within 24 hours of being hurt, so that you can be properly diagnosed and get the treatment that you need. But you've also heard me say that you need to follow the recommendations of your treatment professionals because that's important, one, for you to get better, and secondly, because it helps determine the value and maximize the value of your personal injury case, to show a course of treatment through to conclusion. And I stress that all the time. Well, I got a phone call this morning from a client who called me up and said he does not want to follow the recommendations of the treating professional, and that he was just opposed to the treatment that was being recommended. And he was concerned that he was going to blow up his case and really wind up not getting a result that he was hoping to get. And I'm glad he called me, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to make this video to tell anyone who wants to listen, yeah, you need to follow the recommendations of your treatment professionals, but they're only recommendations. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You know, there might be consequences of your not doing it, but so long as you understand what those consequences are, consequences to your health. For instance, I have clients who are older, advanced senior citizens who don't want to go in for invasive surgery. They might have torn a rotator cuff, for instance, and they don't want to run the risk of being under general anesthesia or being in a hospital for any length of time. And they would much rather just deal with having a torn rotator cuff and having difficulty and pain when they're extending their arm. But that is a consideration that they gave. It was a recommendation that was made, and they considered it, and they said, thanks, no thanks. And that is okay. That is okay. Will it affect the overall value of a case if you're not getting further treatment or perhaps invasive treatment? Yeah, but that's not the reason why you're doing this. You're doing this to get better. You are doing this to get better. And whatever the value of your case is, that's the value of your case based on the treatment and the cost of your treatment that you received. So don't do anything you don't want to do. If it doesn't feel right, let your treating professional know that you don't want to proceed. Don't do anything you don't want to do, okay? It's your life. It's your life. You live it the way you want to. I hope that clears things up.